Hello, snowboarders of the internet. I'm your host, Avran LeFeber, and this is Top 5s, the only weekly Top 5 show in snowboarding that you're currently paying attention to right now, this very minute. Yeah, you, right there. Anyways, this week's episode, the Top 5 all-mountain freeride boards for 2021-2022. That's right, we're looking at the boards that are a little more freeride specific, but you can ride the whole mountain on. These aren't full-blown freeride boards, and they're not full-blown like all-mountain freestyle boards. These are the ones that really fit in that freeride category for crushing steeper terrain and pushing through choppier conditions. So let's dive right into it. Number 5, the LibTech TRS or Total Ripper Series. That should tell you right there what you need to know about this board. It's beefy, it's burly, it crushes through terrain with ease. You don't really have to worry about it. It does what you need it to do when you need it to do. It's got magnet traction, so it locks in. Now, some people might say that this is actually a high-end, stiff freestyle board. I don't agree with it. It's really a freeride board at its heart. Yeah, it's got some freestyle aspects to it, but this board wants to crush steeper, more aggressive terrain. Number 4, the Amplid Surfari. New to this list, but hopefully not new to you. If you understand Amplid, you understand their whole design theory of how they make boards for riding the whole mountain with turning as an emphasis. I love the way Amplid boards ride. When you get on them, you know it's an Amplid instantly. It has a feel unlike anything else out there. This board carves great. It locks in, it pushes through choppy terrain. It gives you a little bit of a tail to land on when you come down off something like a rock drop or a pillow popper, and you can push off of it. It's easy to load up, but it's got good snap to it. It's got a minimal 3D shaping, so it helps funnel that snow out as well. So it does help you in powder. Number 3, the Capita Black Snowboard of Death. This should come as no surprise that it's on this list, even though it got revamped yet again this year. They brought it back to what it was, a stiff, hard charging board. It's more aggressive, it's more assertive. You're pushing your weight into it, you're bringing your A game, you're locking it in on edge, and you're just feeling it drive. There's so much more power in this year's model than last year's model. It's a throwback to how it used to be. For those guys that really want to dominate and charge, this is a great option for them. Number 2, the Jones Ultra Flagship. Not the regular flagship, but the Ultra. I know, steeper price tag. How come it's so high on this list? Normally you favor less expensive boards, Avran. Well, I'll tell you why. They revamped it and it's frigging phenomenal. It's got impact plates underneath the feet. This helps dampen the ride on it, but it still retains its liveliness. That cam rocker profile is easy to load up. You get immense snap with it. You can lay it on edge, feel it grip and rip. In choppy terrain, it skips over everything that it needs to and pushes through everything else. It's a board for hauling ass, going fast, riding variable conditions, and not worrying about it. This board absolutely blew me away when I got on it. It was completely changed from the previous models that I've ridden, and that's why I had to bump it up on this list. Honorable mentions, all great options, but just barely didn't crack this top 5. The Niche Maelstrom, the Nitro Mountain, the Ride Berserker. And one thing I want everyone to know about this list is it's hard to dial in the top 5 for an all-mountain freeride board. There's a lot of great boards in this category. It was tough to decide which ones I thought stood out. And just because your favorite board isn't on this list doesn't mean it's not a great board. This is a heavily stacked field that I really had to evaluate everything out there and choose these for. And the number 1 all-mountain freeride board for 2021-2022 is the K2 Manifest Team. Not the regular Manifest, but the Manifest Team. This was a board, when I got on it, I didn't want to get off. And if you've ever ridden a K2, there's a subtle nuance on how they ride that's very K2, if you will. It just has a different edge initiation, and how it's actually riding on edge and how you transition through the turns is so much more smooth and fluid. It really stands out. This board blew me away with its flex pattern, its camber profile, its side cut. It locked in when I needed it to. I was able to plow through just about any terrain, and if I wanted to be laid back and playful, I could, but when I needed to push it to the limit, it let me push it to the limit and it didn't wane. It just wanted to keep going and going faster and harder into every type of terrain I put it in. This board is absolutely phenomenal. You need to be looking at it if you're an all-mountain free ride guy. Someone that maybe you do go in the park and you hit a jump or two, but you're more prone to lay in trenches, chasing pow through the trees, or slashing pow up in the high alpine. So give the Manifest team a look. This has been my top 5 picks for all mountain freeride boards for 2021-2022. Do you agree? Do you disagree? Did I forget one? Leave me a comment down below. Let's have a conversation about this list. If you're new here, remember to subscribe, click the bell, get those notifications. That way you're not missing any of the videos we got coming out for all you snowboarders of the internet. And if you really like what we're doing over here and you want to support us further, swing on over to Angry Snowboarder VIP and become a member. Sure, I could tell you more here, but I got a video over there that explains it so much better. As always, I've been your host, Avran LeFeber, and I'll see you in another video.